I mean, I just love how he keeps it real, man. Like, we can't lose to a third-string quarterback that played at Western Kentucky. Like, what are we talking about? We struggle. So if we go against a better team, we got to all collectively step our game up. You talk about Romeo Dobbs, you got to catch that ball. Right, and it's interesting. I love the comparison like between Mahomes and Rodgers right now because both of them have what we think as supporting men. They don't have any elite men outside of Travis Kelce. Mm-hmm. But you look at what Mahomes is doing with his new pieces and his parts that aren't the same what he's used to having, and we look at what Aaron Rodgers is doing. I think they're going to get better every week, but they have a long way to go as far as being reliable. And if Aaron Rodgers doesn't trust you, just ask Valdez-Scantling. He'll get you up out of there. He won't throw you the football.
Well, look, I mean, Mike T., there was something else about those comments when we heard them in our meeting this morning that sort of rubbed you the wrong way. What was that?
Yeah, agree. When you add to it the week before when he basically called out Romeo Dobbs and Christian Watson, their two rookie receivers, he's talking about, again, their offense not performing well. That is squarely on the shoulders of Aaron Rodgers. You are coming back to win a championship. You don't have Devontae Adams. In May and June, you should have been picking those guys up at the airport. You should have been having your own walkthrough. You can email them, text them. Greeny, you made the point. That's what Peyton Manning would have done. And when the margins are so small and you're going against Tom Brady and Matt Stafford in your conference and guys like Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, Lamar Jackson, you have to do everything you can to win a championship. And I just think his comments fall short with his actions in late May and early June.
Now, these remarks from Tannenbaum have made Graziano grumpy this morning. What don't you like about that?
When Mike Tannenbaum was a GM, he was prohibited by rule from criticizing a player for skipping out on voluntary workouts, right? You could get fined for that if you did that publicly when you were actually a GM of a team. And now you can sit here and say it from the GM's perspective. Every GM wants to say this when a guy skips voluntary workouts, right? Like, he should be here. It's important, but you're not allowed to. But now you are, and I still think it's wrong. Like, I have been as critical as anyone of Aaron Rodgers and his clownish behavior on a number of fronts over the last couple of years. But I cannot sit here and criticize a guy for not going to voluntary workouts when that is his collectively bargained right. He believes that it's the coach's job to handle the young receivers in the offseason, and he gets there in training camp and picks that up at this point. There's more than one way to skin a cat, right? Patrick Mahomes spent the whole offseason throwing with these guys while Aaron's off drinking whatever the tea is. Like that's fine, but they're still 3-1, just like the Chiefs are, and I think they are going to get better as the weeks go along.
But they struggled against a backup quarterback and could have easily lost that. Yeah, I understand that, but to Tannenbaum's point, like, we compare the GOAT and the BOAT, and you decide who you want the BOAT to be. We know who the GOAT is. The GOAT got kicked out of a park in the middle of a pandemic with receivers that he had been working with. So you can't complain about the chemistry and the execution because it's about the nonverbal communication. We've seen a lot of the disciples of Sean McVay struggle early on because they go about business a different way. They don't have contact in practice. They don't do a lot in training camp. They try and protect their players, but then they get off to these slow starts. Unfortunately for Aaron Rodgers, he can get off to a slow start because the division is not that good right now.
But they're 3-1. They didn't get off to a slow start.
But is it a real 3-1? We know who owns
it. It is just 3-1. It counts.
Yeah. But it's
let me get
3-1.
Final word from Tannenbaum. Go.
Yeah, Greedy, this is about CBA compliance, we could trot out there with a whole bunch of average quarterbacks. If the object of the exercise is to win a championship, and presumably that's what it is since he came back, as Bart alluded to, Tom Brady's out there looking for parks in Tampa Bay to just get a little bit better, and that's where I think it falls short between what he's saying he wants to do and his actions, and that's why they're struggling. They are 3-1, but look who they've played, and that could be the difference when we get down to games that matter late in the year.
Here's what I'll say. Brady
2 weeks ago, they went in Tom Brady's so good about in the offseason, he lost.
Well, Tom Brady, come on now. We can do this exercise. All 3-1s aren't the same. All 3-1s are the same.
3-1. They are 3-1 at a time in the season that they haven't played their best, and they did go into Tampa and beat the Buccaneers, which matters.
They were decimated.
But it still counts.
Okay, a couple years ago, we sat here, Greeny.
Yeah.
And Pittsburgh was 11-0.
Yeah.
And we told you that was not a legit 11-0.
You did.
And they got bounced.
Here's what I'll say, because I need to get to a break. Graziano is accurate, but that doesn't mean Tannenbaum is wrong. That's my opinion. And so I can easily take both sides of the argument. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.